Hello friends, we're continuing our cycle of videos of tasting rather rare or unusual teas that is hard or impossible to find elsewhere. And the tea that we're gonna try today is an exclusive tea that we called Black and White Pu-erh. And the reason why we call this tea Black and White Pu-erh, you can see it right here, is because this tea is a blend of Shou Pu-erh or Heicha, black tea, with white tea, more specifically by Mudan. And this tea was envisioned and executed by our friends in Yunnan, Mr. Yang and Mr. Zhang, that we work a lot with. And actually, this tea was the idea of this tea belongs to Mr. Young's friend, but she was hesitating on or procrastinating on making it for many years. And at some point, she just passed this idea to Mr. Young, and he made this tea that we really enjoy and that we think is a great addition to our collection. So let's see what this tea tastes like. Let's brew it and explore this unusual tea. So first we're gonna warm up our teapot. So for this tea we're gonna be using boiling water. Maybe some of you will want to use water of a little bit lower temperature to give a little bit more room for the white tea to open up. But for this video we're going to be using boiling water, and the ratio that we're going to be using is 1 to 20. So for example, this teapot is 80 milliliter teapot, and for this teapot we're going to be using 2 grams of tea. Let's place the tea into the pre-warmed teapot to open it up a little, to open up its aromas. And meanwhile, let's warm up the teacup, wash the teapot. Turn on our kettle. So the notes that I pick up from the aroma, the most prominent right now is sour bread and rose hip. And I feel some pleasant spiciness that reminds me like on a background of lapsang souchong, but not overpowering by any means. Interesting aroma. I actually didn't expect this smoky notes from it. So the water is boiling, so let's give it the first brew. We're gonna start from a very short steeping. And you see the color of the brew is pretty bright, not like your usual Shou Pu-erh. It actually reminds me more of Shan Pu-erh than Shou Pu-erh. But this is the first brew that some people would probably treat as a rinse. I don't think this tea requires rinse, but it's a matter of preference. At least what we can do is wash our palate or palette to refresh it and to get rid of the taste that we had in our mouth previously to the brewing. Both teas are quite young. The Shou Pu-erh was harvested in, I believe, March 2023, and the white tea is from the May harvest of 2023. And both teas picking standard is the same, one bud and two leaves, so that makes the white tea being qualified as by Mudan. The tea trees are not too old either. I believe somewhere between 50 to 30 years old. So the first brew is very soft and mellow. I feel some faint honey notes and rose hip notes. Very pleasant, so not gonna drink much of it. It's just mostly to just refresh my palate. I apologize, I always confuse the two words palate and palate. Never sure which one is the right one for this case. Now the aroma opened up really nicely. And I feel like very strong rose hip notes. Very, very sweet, like honey and rose hip. No more smokiness. Oh my god, so sweet, very beautiful. Beautiful aroma. So let's reboil the water and brew it again. See what the actual first brew is gonna bring us. And since it's a compressed tea, I'm pouring water directly on the leaves in order to loosen them up a little, to open up the tea. Once again, short steepings, not too long. See, now the brew is a little bit darker, but still quite bright. If it was just pure Shou Pu-erh, it would be much darker already. It would have been much darker to begin with. Let's give it the chance to cool off a little. This smell brings me right back to my childhood. As a child, I used to drink rose hip tea a lot. So sweet. Sweet and floral. Yes, I would say that rose hip notes in this tea are really predominant. In the taste, I feel some earthiness of Shou Pu-erh. With the sweetness of white tea. Right now, I would say it's a really good balance between the taste of white tea and Shou Pu-erh, because in the first tipping that somebody would call a rinse, I didn't feel much of Shou Pu-erh at all. So in this one, Shou Pu-erh is more apparent, but it's very well balanced with white tea. I would say like I feel 50-50 of each. The mouthfeel, I would say, I would call it sharp and refreshing. It's not like creamy or smooth. It has like an edge. It's tingly a little. Very nice. Yes, I feel like tingly sensation on my tongue. I also feel the taste of like berries that is probably can attribute it to Shou Pu-erh. Like a foresty taste. And rose hips and berries. The aroma is just heavenly. So it's interesting. From the lead, I pick up mostly rose hip notes, and from the teapot itself is a mix of rose hip with earthy notes of Shou Pu-erh, but very clean taste. And once again, we're pouring water directly on the leaves. We want to push them a little to break them up, loosen them up a little. A little bit longer infusion this time. Once again, it gets darker, but not too dark. Still, for Shou Pu-erh, the color of the brew is quite light. And remember not to drink tea while it's still too hot, because while the tea is too hot, your tongue will not be able to feel all the nuances of the tea, all the intricacies of all the little differences. For that, the temperature has to be much lower so your tongue will be more comfortable with it, and also the roof of your mouth. So scientists say that the optimal temperature of the brew should be around 165 degrees Fahrenheit in order to feel all the details. For my taste, it's a little bit too cool, and also it takes too long to wait for the tea to cool off to this temperature. So I don't have patience for it, and most of us don't. But just let it cool off a little bit, and for that, it's better to have cups. Like wider cups with a wider opening. So when the surface is larger, the tea cools off faster, of course. But if you want to get more of aroma of tea, you should be looking into more taller cups. They give out better aroma. Nice progression of taste. Still very good balance between white tea and Shou Pu-erh. At this point, I can't even say it's like a unique brew. It's the two very well blended together, and I cannot say which notes can attribute it to what. Um, should have another few sips to put my thoughts in order. Very pleasant and mildly sweet, um, foresty notes of some like forest berries, uh, like foliage, sour bread. Mm, very nice, very mellow, mildly sweet, like pleasantly mildly sweet, not in your face kind of sweetness. Rose hips from the lid, sweet foresty notes from the body of the teapot. Mm, very pleasant. This tea can easily become my daily drinker, I think. I'm gonna give this tea like a couple of more seconds to for Shou Pu-erh to shine through a little bit more. And I'm rocking this body a little bit in order to let the brew evenly like spread within the teapot. So in case if the taste is layered, this mixes it all together. Still pretty bright. Beautiful color for Shou Pu-erh, for young Shou Pu-erh. Very clean too. And with glass chahai, I love to watch the steam like rising on the walls of chahai and like playing, disappearing and reappearing in different places. Gives me a lot of joy to watch the play of the steam on the walls of glass Gongdao Bay. I feel notes of raspberry, maybe red currant, like lots of notes of berries and sour bread and rose hip. Beautiful blend. can say what comes from the white tea, what comes from Shou Pu-erh is just like beautifully blended together, very seamless. Sweet aroma from the cup, very sweet aroma. Delightful, very nice. I gotta share a little bit with the teapot, with our sleeping fox. And I would say that this tea gives you very calm, uplifting feeling, puts you in a very like calm, uplifting state. I can say it slowed me down a little. If you noticed, I noticed at the beginning of the video, I was a little bit too fast paced, and this tea calmed me, put me in a better mood. Very sweet aroma, very nice. This smells like honey, like buckwheat honey. Very nice. Didn't expect it. And let's take the last smell of the. So now the lead gives me a little bit of earthy notes. And the body is like full of sweetness, like honey, the same aroma that comes from the Guangdao Bay. I love it. Very pleasant tea. So if you're interested, you can find it in our shop. Link is gonna be in the description. It is black and white pu'er. You can find it in our pu'er section as well as in white tea section. And I hope you're gonna enjoy it. And if you get this tea and if you try it, leave us comments, leave us reviews. We want to know your opinion about this tea. And we will continue with more rare and unusual teas. And sign up to our newsletter. Link is also going to be in the description to stay in the know, to find out about our new arrivals and special deals and so on and so forth. Alrighty guys, take care. See you in the next video. Ciao, bye.